Welcome guys to another episode of Bedwars, and today we'll be talking about Mineplex, because you know Mineplex is coming out, which is so incredibly exciting. Like, I can't even explain how excited I am, because like, I never got a chance to play Mineplex, but Mineplex was such a great server, and what do I do? It's wood, okay, that makes it easy. What the frick? I don't even know what happened there. But in case you didn't know, Mineplex was this huge server back in the late 2010s, which was Hypixel's rival, and they were pretty much competing for which should be the better Minecraft server. And because Mineplex just made some bomb decisions, and Hypixel got released SkyWars. Basically, what I was going to say before I got rudely interrupted but around about this time when both servers were competing was when Hypixel released Bedwars and SkyWars, which, you know, are a complete ball of games. How did we both almost die to that one guy? I don't have much health. No, thank you. I'd like to live. I want to live. Hi. Yeah, but they recently made an announcement trailer like a few months ago, which was out of the blue. Like, oh, they bought Mineplex. Oh, Mineplex is coming back. Which they made a Discord, which you can link in below, so you can join. If you want to get the latest Mineplex updates. Hi, bro. What the freak? You know, since they're releasing Mineplex, they're not actually gonna release with all the games they used to have. There's gonna be a Java server and a Bedrock server as well, and much like Hypixel, they'll have 1.8.9 and 1.21 cross compatibility. But there will be a few games that are exclusive to 1.8 and exclusive to 1.21. I forgot what they were, but I'll have a list up on screen on the screenshot from Discord. Yeah, but there are so many games that are being released at this time. There's there's Cake Wars, which is basically just Bed Wars, I'm pretty sure. How did I manage to get both of those kills? Doesn't really matter, but just block myself in. Don't mind me. Thank you very much. Simple. Hi. Almost got that. Almost got him. That was very close. Yeah, there's many games. There's Cake Wars, which is basically just Bed Wars. There's Bridges, which I forgot what they were, but Bridge, I think it's just like super similar to Bed Wars, but with no things. Anywho, there's Champions, which is just capture the flag and Wars combined. But if you know what Wars is, that's just basically just capture center. To the next round. No, they reconnected. No. Oh my gosh. What? All right. I'll follow this guy because he's like double my stars. Almost exactly double my stars. What the heck? We'll just kill the AFK people now. That was fun. To the next round. So quick, I barely got a chance to talk. What? Oh yes, there are quite a few games being released. That was much closer than it needed to be. I did not almost have to fall down. That was genius play. But of course I had to fall anyways. I actually need to start yapping a bit so I can actually get this video over with before it'll just be like a bunch of random montage about me just killing someone. Anyway, speaking of montage, yes, I know we hit the 10 likes. That montage is being made. I have a few video recordings that I can use. So yes, that montage is coming. What am I doing? Nope, I didn't. One block. That would have been so clutch if I clutched that up. That would have been crazy. Yeah, but there are going to be a few popular minigames, and considering Mineplex has released trailers for a few games, you would assume that those minigames would be the popular games. Like, how? Excuse me, but thank you. I'm just gonna take that and pretend that, yep, that was always. Ah! Yo! Alright, let's rush through the stuff. So the trailers that they did release they did release was Bridges Champions. Bridges is I forgot what Bridges was, but that's something that's super similar to Bedwars. There's Champions, which is basically capture the flag in War Wars. There's Arcade, which just has a bunch of random. There's Arcade thing, which is basically just normal arcade and go quickly, and then there's also Survivor Games and Block Hunt, which is just hide and seek. To the next round, haha. Take that, nerds. But the launch trailer should be coming out sometime this week, which is so exciting. As soon as that does come out, I will link it in the description or just have it as the little eye thing in the top corner. Yeah, but that is so exciting. I can't wait. As soon as it comes out, I'm just gonna be playing. It doesn't matter if it's 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 2 a.m., 1 a.m., some random time that is irrelevant. I'm being awake and playing for that. Why could I? Bro, he was one tap. What am I doing? It's so sad. He was one tap. There it is. Yeah! To the next round. Hi. I got him somehow. That was weird. I hate when I just don't talk and I just completely forget. I must be so tired. But I think it's. But even though I got like plenty of sleep, I think it's kind of weird. Oh my lord. How did I clutch that? Clip that. Oh, I wasn't even recording, bro. Anywho, but launch trailer's coming out in a few days, so that's. Hi, I'm hacking. I must be hacking. I literally must be hacking. Yeah, but there's a few more. There's a few more games, so that's explain Cake Wars, which is basically just Bed Wars, but you have a cake instead of a bed, which is. Thank you. Which is just Bed Wars, but you have a cake instead. You have to defend, which is a cool. Which is. I hope it should be much better. Oh dear. Just. Can I like just. Am I just allowed to do this now, or? Well, at least I know it's a false bed defense. What just happened? It's been like 5 minutes since our last game, and just because we've been doing some other stuff. Oh boy, let's just. I didn't have shears. No, what am I doing? Run, just run. I'm literally one tap. In order for Mineplex to actually succeed, they have to have a few things that will pretty much guarantee that they'll take over Hypixel. Like one of them being an actual good anti-cheat, because you know, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but they've played so many games with these MVP plus pluses who are carrying other people in their guild, so they can just give them levels and they make money off it, even though they're cheating, which kind of sucks. And they've admitted to cheating, and I have evidence, but they just choose no, nah, they're MVP plus. They give us money, so Hypixel chooses no. And who to the next round? Yeah, but they just gotta have a good anti-cheat, a better one than Hypixel, so they can actually tell who's cheating and actually listen to players and stuff like that. They should definitely have a better community, hopefully, and since it's the new server, hopefully there'll be more noobs on, meaning there'll be less sweats, making the game like hella fun. Alright, thank you. I'm gonna take like half of these kills, but whatever. Hi, oh my gosh, I was open, dude. That was so close. I think hopefully there'll be a bunch of noobs on, because it's a new server with new games. But not me, be sweating so hard. Like I'm gonna figure out which game is the best, and I'm just gonna grind that game. Hi. Okay, did not expect to do anything there, but I did pretty good. Yes! I just realized I wasn't recording for like 5 minutes, which is kind of sad, but I only missed out on a few things. Let me just quickly recap. Yeah, but anywho, what I basically missed this out was says I have a community post saying, pretty much saying, hey, should I switch over to Mineplex? Please pick whether I should or I shouldn't, because I think I should, because I'm sick of the sweats on Hypixel, and I do expect there to be good people at PvP on Mineplex, but hopefully not sweats at the game. Because that's my job. I want to be sweats. Oh, what was that, Dev? What am I doing? Let's go. Yeah, so pretty much. Anywho, speaking of community and stuff, surely you'll like and subscribe. You're cool. Well, you don't have to, but I mean, it just helps me out. That makes me not sad. But anyway, life's been so busy again. I got back from school camp on Wednesday, and I was gonna take Thursday off, which was gonna be awesome. But then I realized, wait a minute, I got double music, go! And I was exhausted Thursday. But I'll make a separate video about camp. Let's go. Anywho, click on that video for more ones. That was when I just another conversation about where I've been. Fun. It was definitely yeah, it's getting really awkward. I didn't even know I've been terrible at recording. I just kept stuttering and repeating myself. But you know, just as usual. Anywho, Mondays uploads again, which kind of sucked. Hopefully make your day better. Bye.